On my list of top 20 things that I would be critical of this administration for is pissing off all of our allies. America first is one thing. America alone is a disastrous policy. And America that's not a good friend or partner or ally to Europe, to Japan, is a weak America. So I don't think we can be effective without strong relationships with Europe, or for much of Southeast Asia for that matter. And I wish that we would have much stronger commercial relationships with Europe. I just gave you the example of ASML. I think there's so much more we could do with Europe's economy, and in Southeast Asia, and with Japan, and with Korea, than we're doing now. India, I think we're making a big mistake with India. So, like, at the end of the day, also on my list of top 20 things that I would be critical of this administration for is pissing off all of our allies. America first is one thing. America alone is a disastrous policy. And America that's not a good friend or partner or ally to Europe, to Japan, is a weak America. So I don't think we can be effective without strong relationships with Europe, or for much of Southeast Asia for that matter. And I wish that we would have much stronger commercial relationships with Europe. I just gave you the example of ASML. I think there's so much more we could do with Europe's economy, and in Southeast Asia, and with Japan, and with Korea, than we're doing now. India, I think we're making a big mistake with India. So, like, at the end of the day, I think, what's America? We have a culture of risk-taking that's unique. We have a culture of entrepreneurship that's unique. We have rich and deep capital markets better than the rest of the world. And we are at our best when we're leading and drawing the world to us as friends, not as we're in charge. And what we're doing right now is giving the Heisman to the rest of the world. And if we think they're going to sit around and wait for us to come back, I worry we won't. That's another thing China does well. China is right there every day. In Europe, in Africa, in Latin America, in Southeast Asia. And it's such hubris by America to say we're the only ones. So I'm deeply, deeply worried. Now, the one good thing, I think, the other guy asked me for a good thing, and I've been thinking ever since then to try to come up with one good thing. Look, I suppose if we piss off Europe so much and it helps Europe get its act together with its own economy, that's a good thing. Because a strong European economy is good for the world. So that's my best attempt at a good thing from this administration.
Maybe quickly wrapped up deals with the UAE, with Australia, with the four-nation EFTA bloc, Switzerland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and Iceland, with UK in July this year. We're in active dialogue with the EU. If we get a fair deal, if we get an equitable and a balanced deal, maybe that'll happen.
He's negotiating now.
And we are talking to the United States, of course, but we don't do deals in a hurry. And we don't do deals with deadlines or with a gun on our head.
But that's how deals are done these days. It's a deadline.
I don't think so.
Tariffs come in midnight on this date. Take it or leave it.
India looks long term. India never takes decisions in a rush or on the pressure of the moment. And we've accepted if there's a tariff on us, there is a tariff on us. We're looking how to overcome that. We're looking at newer markets. We're looking at a stronger demand impetus within the Indian economy. So we have a very resilient structure. 1.4 billion people, young. Our average age is 28.5 years. Very aspirational. 1 billion internet users connected to what's happening at the Berlin Global Dialogue, aspiring for a better quality of life for their families. So they are not in a situation where they want to do suboptimal deals. We'd like to really look at the long term. We recognize that 20, 25 years from now, we'll be a $30 trillion economy. And accordingly, we will negotiate based on the future. A trade deal is on the long run.
Right.
And we have to recognize the future and get the best deal for the country.
How do you get that fair trade deal that is long-term looking in an era where you have a gun to your head, you have a deadline, you have to do it quickly because there will be major impacts? And there are also geopolitical concerns. If you don't stop buying this from this other country, then no, you won't do a deal with us.
Well, I don't think India has ever decided who its friends will be based on any other considerations other than national interest. And I think if
So plainly, you want to be told that you can't be friends with Russia.
Somebody tells me tomorrow I can't be friends with the European Union, I won't accept that. Or somebody tells me tomorrow I can't work with Kenya, it's not acceptable to me. So I think we are all in it together. The decision whether to buy a particular product from a country is something that the entire world will have to take a call on. So I was reading in today's paper, Germany is asking for exemption from US sanctions on oil. Now these are UK already has sorted and probably got an exemption for procuring oil
No.
from the US.
This is about the Rosneft deal, sanctions,
right.
I think, and we've sorted out the issues with Germany. We managed to do that very quickly, and I think the Americans will do something very similar.
So then why single out India?
Well, it's a specific subsidiary in relation to Rosneft.
We also have a subsidiary in India of the Rosneft.
Well,
We shouldn't be looking at trade or trade deals in a very short-term context. It's not about what's going to happen in the next 6 months or whether you can sell steel to America or whether you can sell automobiles to India for the next 2 or 3 years. Trade deals are for a longer duration. Trade deals are not only about tariffs, it's not only about access of goods or services, it's also about trust, it's also about relationships. Yeah. It's a demonstration to businesses that you can work with between both countries and trust businesses to prosper, businesses to be protected, businesses to get opportunities and a fair deal in a rule of law, not necessarily WTO, but also with the rule of law in democracies that we all work in. So I think trade deals in a longer context have far more than just tariffs. And we are just too focused on current day issues and tariffs.